Hi lovely people, welcome back to my tutorial for today. I still remain my humble self, Solum Stitches. And please, if this is your first time stopping by or stopping to this channel, please help us by subscribing and also touch the bell beside it to subscribe to be able to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so quickly we shall be looking at how to make a short gathered gown. The sleeve is what I don't know for now, but as time goes on, before we could have finished cutting out the main body, then I will conclude on what to do with the sleeve. Okay, here I have 3 yards of Ankara fabric. All right, so first is to determine the full length, then I will cut out the down part before cutting out the upper part. It's always advisable that you cut out the down part of your dress when you're making a flared dress or a gathered dress, okay, so that it will help you to know what you have left for the upper part. Okay, so the full length I'm working with is 40 inches. And the half length is 14 inches. So when I minus the 14 from the 40 inches, I'll be having 26 inches. So here I folded my fabric so that it will be easy for me to cut it out. Okay, so here I'll just take my 40, measure my 26 inches, and I'll be adding extra inches for the folding. Okay, so I'll be adding 2 inches for the folding. Okay, so to make it 27 inches. So I'll just mark my 27. Sorry, my 28 inches. So after marking, I'll just connect it with a straight line and cut it out. Then we go over cutting of the upper part. So I'll just connect this. So this now will be the down part of our dress. Okay, for the upper part, we'll be using the Princess bustier that's to cut it. Okay, so here I'll be folding my fabric into 2 to cut out the center front first. Okay, so the shoulder I'm working with is 14 inches into 2 to give us 7 inches. Okay, but first let me mark out our half length measurements before taking the shoulder measurement. Okay, so from here I have my half length to be 14 inches. Okay, so I'll add extra 1 inch for allowance. So I have my under bust to be 13 inches. I'll be adding half an inch to make it 13.5, and I have my bust point to be 10 inches. I added extra half inch to make it 10.5. Okay. So for my upper bust, I will just check the difference of what I have here. So here I have from this 10.5 to 13.5, I have 3 inches. So I'll come up by 3 inches. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 7.5 for the chest or upper bust. Okay, so I'll just connect all this with a straight line. The shoulder I'm working with is 14 inches into 2 to give us 7 inches. I've added an extra half an inch that will be used to hold it with the sleeve. Okay, all right, so here I will add half an inch to make it 7.5. Then I'll mark 3 inches for our shoulder slope. So at this 7.5, I will come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope, then come down by 3 inches. Okay, so I'll just connect this with a straight line. Then I'll connect my shoulder slope. So the next thing is to mark our bust span measurements. Our bust span is just the difference between the two nipples, okay, from one nipple to the other. So what I have is 7 inches. When divided by 2, I have 3.5. So here you add up whatever thing that you use to join your bodies. Okay, so I'm making use of 0.25. So if you are using half an inch to sew, then you use half an inch. Okay, so here I'll be marking 3.5 plus 0.25 will give us 0.75. So here I'll be marking 0.75. Three point seven five, 3.75. So I'll mark it all through, reaching the half length. Okay, so here I'll just connect this all with a straight line. Okay, so from this 3 inches that we mark here, we will connect it to this bust span. Okay, this way, not straight, just make a little bit of curve here. Okay, so now I can as well mark my neckline. Okay, so here I'll be making this of 4 inches. For my neck width, so for my neck depth, I'll be using making use of 5 inches. I'll just connect this. So I'll just go ahead now and cut this out. So later I'll be cutting out this neck line. So I'll just fold my fabrics again to cut out my sides. Okay, after folding it, I place the center front here, making sure that I have up to 2 inches at the back. I'm making use of 2 inches here because the bust I'm working with is 34 inches. If I'm working with a bust of 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, I do make use of 2.5. Okay, all right, but because this is a 34, 34, 35, 36, 32, I do make use of 2 inches. Okay, and it's very, very perfect. All right, so when you are placing it, make sure that you have up to 2 inches at the back. Okay, so the next thing to do now is just to sketch out this inner part. Okay, sorry, I have to open up this and then notch out these 3 points, my upper bust, my breast points, and my under bust. Okay, so I'll just mark those points out here this way. Okay, all right, so the next thing I will do is to take my armhole measurement. But the armhole I'm working with is 16 inches into 2 to give us 8 inches. Remember that we have taken away our shoulder loop. Okay, so here I have my 8 inches, which is here. So at this point now, I'll be adding. Okay, so at that's my armhole now. I'll be taking our bust measurement at this point. So the bust I'm working with is 34 inches divided by 4 to give us 8.5. So from those points now, I will take our 8.5 inches. So here I have the 8.5. Then I'll be adding extra 2 inches for ease for my seam allowance. The waist I'm working with is 28 inches into 4 to give us 7 inches. So I'll mark my 7 inches and I'll add 2 inches for our seam allowance. So here we'll just connect this. So from those points now, from those points, I'll make connect our armhole. So now I can just quietly remove the center from. So this is what we have. So here at the bust point, I'll come out by 2 inches. Okay, so from this point now, I will connect it to those 2 inches. Okay, so from here again, I will connect to our under bust. So I can go ahead now and cut this out. So here I have my 2 center front. So we go ahead and cut out the back piece. Okay, I want to teach a little quicker way to cut out the back piece. So when you look at it, this place carefully, you will see that I placed the front, both the center and the side front, at another fabric that I folded to get into 2. Okay, so had it been I'm not making a video, what I would just simply do now is just to sketch out this way. And if you look here carefully, you will see that I dodge back the bulginess of the breast that I cut out inside. Okay, so this way now, I'll just sketch out the center front this way. Okay, then I'll quickly remove this and cut out this. Maybe I should teach you, but if you don't still understand, I'll be leaving a video on the description part. You can click on how to cut a princess bustier. The full video, okay, is there for you. I have so many videos that I cut it out step by step, so I'll be putting some on the description part so you can watch it. But let me teach you again on how to do this without taking back any measurements. Okay, so what I will do here is just to make sure that this is equal. Okay, then let me check the zipper allowance that I have here. Okay, I have 1.5, which is okay. So I'll go ahead and cut this out this way. Okay, so what I will do now is just to remove this side part. I'll go ahead now and open up the zipper part. Okay, so as you can see, this is very easy and simple, and it will save you the stress of taking back the normal measurement. Okay, all right, so you see, I'll go ahead now and mark out the neckline. So for the front, remember we use 4 for the depth, for the width, sorry, and 5 inches for the depth for the front. So for the back, I'll just be using 2 inches for the depth. Okay, I'll connect here straight, then I'll connect back this way. Okay, so cut this out now. Okay, yeah, I have my back piece and my front piece, so I'll just go ahead now and cut out the lining, and of course I'll be cutting out the wording too for the padding. Okay, all right. Okay, now I've cut out my linings, so I'll go to my machine. I'll be joining the linings. I'll join the front separate and I'll join the back separate. And I'll also do the same thing to the main fabric. I'll join the back separate this way. So this one's now we go in this way, and this one we go in this way. Okay, this is how I'll be joining it. Then I'll also join the lining the same way, then I'll use it to turn each one. Okay, so for the front, I've lined this padded this up with my wadding. Okay, so I'll just carefully attach it. Okay, this one is for this side, so I will start this way. Making sure that my under bust joins together. Okay, so when you just watch the video, you'll understand it more better. I also gone ahead to show how to join it on the machine, so I believe when you watch that video you will like it, you will love it. And please, if you don't understand anything, feel free to leave a comment at the comment section, and if this video is very helpful and you like it, please also give us a thumbs up and also comment. Thank you. So for the down part, okay, this is all for the front. So for the down part, I've cut out my lining for it. And remember, we just cut out the down part without dividing. You can choose not to divide it if you don't want to attach a pocket. You can just leave it that straight. After finishing up the upper part, you join the both side, okay, leaving only the zipper part open. Then you take this down one and gather it round from one zipper point to the other zipper point. Okay, but if you want to attach a pocket to the side, this is all you have to do. Just get that fabric that you cut out straight, divide it into two first, okay, so that it will have to be two, for one for front and one for back. So the one for the back, divide it again into two, okay, so that each of the back parts carries one. Okay, so that is exactly what I did here. So looking at this one now, you will see that is big. So this is actually into two. Okay, so this will serve as the front piece. Then this now is the back piece. So as you can see, I divided it into two. So each one for the back. Okay, so this is how I will also be attaching it. I'll be attaching it separately. Okay, so I did the same thing to the lining. I cut it out, so all together I have 3 pieces of lining here. So I'll quickly go to the machine now, do justice to the upper part first. I will join it, turn it with the lining, then I will use my body measurement to shape it out. Okay, but before I do that, I will first of all just turn it up with the lining. Then I will now gather each part. When I do that, I'll come and show you so that you will understand it more better. Okay, as you can see, I've neatly lined up my dress. This is the front and this is the back. And I've also attached the down part to it. Okay. I first of all gathered it to the upper part, then turn it this way. Okay, and gather my lining so that when I turn it like this, the inside of the work will be neat. Okay, so I have done that for the front and also for the back. So as you can see that the fabric is, I cut it different and I also cut the lining different. So what I will do now is just to use my body measurements to shape the both sides. Okay, I'll use my body measurement to shape up the both side this way. Then for the back, at the center back, I will insert my zip. Okay, then I'll also insert my pocket. Some of my videos, I've been getting some comments on how did you insert the pocket, how did you insert the pocket, and since that time I've been trying my best to show how to cut it and how to insert the pocket on the dress. Okay, so I'll just close up here. So this is my waistline. Okay, so I'll just come down by 1 inch. Okay, just 1 inch away from the waistline. I'll just come down like this by 1 inch. Then for at this 1 inch now, I'll mark it. Okay, let's say that here is my 1 inch. All right, so from the waistline I'll come down by 1 inch. Then from this 1 inch I will take 7 inches. Then let's say here is my 7 inches, so my pocket will be sitting at this point. Okay, let's say here is the 7 inches, so my pocket will be, I will insert the pocket at this point. Okay, I'll just shape out from the armhole down to the waist, then 1 inch I will stop, then leave here open 7 inches. Then from this 7 now, I will now stitch it to the hem line. The same thing to the other side. Okay, for the sleeve, I wanted to do a cold shoulder sleeve, a flare sleeve, but the material that I have left won't be enough of the sleeve that I have in mind. So I'll just cut a normal pencil sleeve and put. Okay, all right. If you don't know how to cut a pencil sleeve or a circle sleeve, I'll be leaving a description, the link on the description part, so you can also click there and watch. Okay, and I have so many other videos, so you can just check on Saloon Stitches and watch our videos. Please don't forget to skip the ADs. All right, if you're still watching up till now, thank you so much. So I'll just quickly go to my machine now, cut out our lining for the sleeve, line it up, then fix it to the dress and finish it up. Okay, so this is the results of our dress. Okay, there's the breast point, and this is the gathered area, and also our pocket. Okay, so thank you so much for watching till the end. Till we'll meet in my next class. Love you all. Bye.